Hello, VJ drives Tacoma. VJ here today without lederhosen. I chose today my little black dress, black and black, because it fits so well with my companion here, the 2015 Ram Rebel. It's a 1500, no doubt about it, but this one has a 5.7 liter V8 engine, and as you see, a totally different appearance than a normal Ram pickup truck. The division of Ram decided to put something out there, kind of what Ford Raptor is for Ford. And they said, you know what, we are going mainstream. We are doing here something different. We want to be bold. And that's what they exactly did. Look at this big grille. Taste or design taste is always in the eye of the beholder. I like it actually. It makes a statement. Otherwise, the materials, what they're choosing, shows everything is very solid. Solid metal here, steel hooks, pull hooks here, blackout front lights assembly, LEDs. Looks strong, and believe me, I drove through Tacoma in the Puyallup area. It was a blast because people are actually stopping and looking and saying, okay, what is that for a truck? Something's different. So thumbs up for this design, in my opinion. Very nice choice. Started just the Rebel up again and driving now from the island, which is near University Place, and I took a few photos, and I need to tell you, it's even nice on the eyes when you just take photos of this Rebel. Beautiful. So I'm driving here on a very narrow road, but the car is very easy also, even of a size, easy to maneuver. So we'll see what we can do here. It's a little bit tight here on the end. All good. So we go. So let me just stop here for a second. I want to show you how the area looks like here. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, that's where I'm driving right now. I enjoy this Rebel very much. It's not a typical pickup bumpy ride. Yeah, it feels a little bit more stiffer than a sedan would adjust to bumpy roads, but it's a pickup. And the Rebel wants to make a statement, mainstream, saying, okay, you can use me as a work truck, but also as a fun truck, because when you see the interior, how the silver red stitching on the dashboards, on the seats, the accents on the air vents, dials in the dashboard, making a statement saying, hey, I'm different, I'm not just a truck. You will see what I'm saying when I'm showing you a few more detailed pictures later on. As I had mentioned in my comments earlier, this car and the cabin inside is very nice on the eyes. Dodge did a tremendous job to make this environment, the cabin, a very nice one. So taking a look particular here on the lower level of the dashboard, you notice here this dial, and this dial is actually our shift leveler. What we had normally always here doesn't exist any longer for this kind of car. And I just put it in reverse. You see here now the rear view camera, put it in neutral and also in drive. That's pretty much it. Then we have here two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, low and four-wheel drive lock. So that's a differential is locked when you need really all-wheel drive. Further nice on this car is when we are not firing on all 8 cylinders. So that means, let's say you're going on the highway and you cruise and you have a constant speed of 60. The car really doesn't need 8 cylinders for this. In this matter, the engine will shut off 4 of these 8 cylinders and you will have a more fuel economic car. Further, a very nice bezels, matching the colors scheme around the cabin seating. Interesting is also the tire tread on the seats. This is the tires they're using, and make it really like, okay, we have something special here. Very nice interior, as I said. I love it. And also what really comes good is the dark headliners. Dark headliners are always telling you sporty, off-road, looks just cool. So I'm sitting here enjoying a little bit the sun in Northwest, because we had a few days now rain, and today I'm just using the sun to make a little bit more footage about the 2015 Ram Rebel. As I already stated a few times in the camera, I enjoy this car, and right now I enjoy the sun and sitting here in the truck bed in the rear. I used the sticker to look what is different on this car. You know, power 10-way driver and 6-way power passenger seat, which is pretty cool with lumbar support. Comes automatically with rubber floor mats. It's actually a good idea when you think about this. Rebel is a mainstream pickup truck, which actually is designed with this air suspension to also ride off-road. Because you can lift in off-road height, you can also lower the car so that you have an easy entry into the cabin like in a Dodge Durango. Otherwise, rear power sliding window, that's good when you have a dog in the back and you need some air. Instead to blow the air conditioning and you get a sinus infection, you open up the rear window, and I think that would be nice for every rear passenger, especially dogs. We have transfer case skid plate and front suspension skid plate to protect your investment when you go off-roading. Remote start, I like that. Alarm, yeah. Rear camera and park assist group, so you have rear and front signal warners as well as a camera in the tailgate. I don't want to miss that feature any longer, especially when you have kids running around. Good car, 4-star crash test rating, overall vehicle score, which is pretty good. Side crash has actually 5 stars on both sides, front and rear. And it comes also automatically then with side curtain airbags, supplemental side curtain airbags for the front and rear passengers. Hello, VJ Drives Tacoma. I parked my Rebel next to a regular Hemi 5.7 liter 1500 Ram. You see already in the front fascia really some big changes done. Not only the grille and the lights, but everything looks a little bit more on this side, the black one, a little bit more bulky, a little bit more heavier. So one really nice thing on this one is, this is an off-road, mainstream off-road pickup truck where you can have fun with. And with the air suspension, which you can actually raise or lower inside the car, there's a nice feature. It's called the entry and exit mode. So in or out of the car is much more easier, instead to when you're a shorter person or you want to put your grandma into the car and go to Cracker Barrel or Chili's. So you have the chance to let her also participate in your off-road trip, that she can get easily in her car or in your car. So let's do following. I lined up the cars exactly the same. You see a slight higher Rebel, round about an inch in the mirror height. And now I'm going inside the car and will push the button 3 times, which will lower the car into an entry and exit mode, and see what will happen. I press the lower button, and it shows me in my display and the front display of my car that it's right now lowering. First goes down a little bit in the front, then it goes in the back, front and back, and now we have the normal ride height level. So for me, it's still a little bit high, because as I said, grandma wants to come with me, and I press it again. Now it's lowering again. It goes lower in the front, lower in the back, lower in the front, lower in the back, and the aerodynamic ride height is now achieved. And now the third time when I said we press 3 times the button, now I'm getting the entry-exit clearance mode. So it goes down, in the front, in the back, in the front, in the back. We are almost set. And this is it. Entry-exit ride height. That's how they call it. And let me get out of the car, and now you will see something really nice happening. We actually covered, through this exercise, 2 inches in height. When it was here, before the level, look how much we are now lower. This is quite a bit. 3 inches. So, very easy now, entry, exit, bravo, Ram Rebel. VJ approved. You gotta love it. The sound, the acceleration. When you never liked a pickup before, I think this is a car to possibly change your mind. Just see one time more the acceleration, okay? Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, pretty nice, pretty nice. And so when you have a Hemi, or when you ever drove a Hemi, test drove a Hemi, you're possible already felt in love somehow. If that is now a pickup truck, a Grand Jeep Cherokee, or a Challenger or Charger, these engines, phenomenal.